Picture this. A neon haze of a near future Tukuwerska scrappers, pulse like they're breathing in sync with your heartbeat, and every citizen's got a sleek little gadget strapped to their wrist called a Sapotama.
It's the ultimate emotional equalizer, dulls the highs, smooths the lows, keeps us heady, humming along without a single rod feeling crashing the party, but beneath that glossy fecate chas. Well, Digimon are popping out of the cracks feral beasts born from unchecked pulse. That's the raw, electric juice of emotions that these devices are supposed to bottle up, and our boy Tomoro, he's the glitch in the metrate. We pick up right where episode left us dangling Tomoro wide-eyed and still reeling from hatching. He coming from his own Sapotama like some forbidden Easter egg.
But little frog-like Digimon's got eyes like shattered emeralds and a vibe that's equal parts mischievous sidekick-sized philosopher croaking wisdom bones mid-battle.
So, Glowing Dawn kicks off with Tomoro crashing at the hideout of Glowing Dawn, the rated bounty hunter crew. That's basically the Digimon world's answer to a punk rock vigilant squad.
Well, by the stoic chain smoking, Q's solo share a voice with that gravelly edge by my Erinal that makes you feel like he's seen too many sunrises over too many battlefields. The team's a motley mix. There's the text was Prodigy Mira with her holographic hacks, the burly tank of a fighter jacks who treat his Digimon partner like a rowdy puppy, and the enigmatic snipper Lena, whose quiet stares could curdle milk. The plot revs up fast, no time for small talk. Tomorrow's first official day with the team turns into a full-throttle chase through the undercity's glowing underbelly, a labyrinth of abandoned metal tracks and flickering holoids that scream cyberpunk fever dream.
All right, Digimon swarm, led by this hulking brute called Pulseman. Think of biomechanical Rhino crossed with a glitchy storm cloud is rampaging. Because some black market impulse dealer hacked the city's grid to juice up the beasts for underground fights.
Big moment dollar Tomorrow Sapotama glitches hard, flooding Gekkomon with raw emotion, fear, rage, that electric thrill of belonging, and boom, we get our first proper digivolution tease. Gekkomon swells into Gekkogreymon, a sleek armored for a dragon hybrid that leaps across rooftops like gravity's just a suggestion, its bioluminescent veins tracing glowing scars across its hide.
The fight's a ballad of destruction. Hugh's partner, the wolfish Pirurunan variant Wolvermon, fresh off that killer evolution. Clip from last ep tears through the swarm with claw, strikes that leave afterimages like scratched vinyl records.
It's visceral, heart-pounding stuff. Every slash and pulse feels like it's sensing to a best drop you can feel in your chest, but it's not all explosions and devas.
The episode weaves in these quiet gut punches, Tomorrow bonding with the team over a makeshift ramen session their dingy loft, where Q drops a line about how emotions aren't the enemy bottling, Ismira. Jeeks out over Tomorrow's anomalous Sapotama readings hinting at deeper lore about Whited. And Lena are rebelling against the Sapotama system, and Lena, she shares a fleeting glance with Tomorrow that screams unwrestled backstory, lost sibling vibes, maybe the vibe overall.
It's that perfect storm of adrenaline and introspection, like if Ghost in the Shell crashed to Digimon Adventure Reunion Tour electric urgent with undercurrents of rebellion that make you root for these misfits to share the status quo.
By the cliffhanger Pulseman cornered, but whispery about a greater pulse awakening in the city's choreographer left, buzzing fingers, itching for next week's Fixo Man. Where do I even start with the animation in Glowing Dawn? Twice cranking the dial to pill. Here, blending its signature, Digimon flare those fluid digivolution sequences that hit like a severe rush with a saber noir polish that's got me side-eyeing my old Tamers, Blu-rays and jealousy. The art still is a love letter to glitch art, and vaporwave aesthetics, backgrounds shimmer with layered hologrids and impulse flares that look like they're rendered in real-time use, casting this perpetual dawn glow over everything. The undercity chase sheep's kiss, rooftops blur into streaks of sand and magenta as Gekkogreymon's leaps warp the frame like a bad acid trip in the best way. It's dynamic, it's disorienting, it's alive.
Character designs pop too. Tomorrow's got the tesseled everyman hair that screams relatable protein. But his eyes catch the light with these subtle pulse veins hinting at his growing glitch. Glowing Dawn's crew feels distinct without caricature. Q's trench coat billows like it's got its own wire. Matching and mirrors augmented reality overlays flicker seamlessly into the detection, the digivolution for Gekkogreymon straight fire.
It's not just a glow-up, it's a symphony of particle effects and sound sense morphs with Gekkomon's form unraveling like digital origami, before snapping into that armored beast. Toys pulling from their crosswords playbook, but amping the emotional beats Tomoro's face, sweet, slick, and determined intercuts with the evo like a heartbeat monitor flatlining, then spiking, and the fight choreography.
Silky smooth with Wolvermon's combos. Healing, weighty, yet volatile claws carving arcs that leave persistent glow trails. It's gorgeous, the kind of icony that makes you pause just to soak in the frame composition.
That said, if I'm gonna nudge gently because hey no series is perfect on lap 2 the episode stumbles, a tad in the quieter moments. Those ramen bunning scenes. The animation dials back to more static key poses, and while the character acting shines through expressive brows and micro-gestures, it lacks the subtle fluidity we've seen in heavier hitters, like Ghost in the Shell saxophone. A few establishing shots of the hideout feel a smidge recycled from stock cyberpunk cassettes, nothing egregious, but it pulls you out for a beat like spotting a familiar IKEA lamp in a luxury penthouse.
Also, the colored ratings heavy on those dawn oranges, which is the make goal, but it washes out some Digimon. Textures in the swarm, scenes, Pulsamon, storm, cloud, hide gets lost in the haze at times.
Men are gripes in a sea of winds, for clocking in at a crisp but minute. It never drives, and the obsequences, the thumping entract glitch pulse over montage. Invus obsessed tie, it all together like a neon bow.
We're leaning back in this cap booth with my match, a lad going cold, I gotta say glowing. Dawn didn't just follow up episode which cranked the voltage and dared you not to feel it.
In a franchise that's juggled everything from kiddie camping trips to multiversal apocalypses, BeatBreak's carving out this fresh vein of emotional cyberpunk that's got my inner fanboy doing backflips, what's got me obsessed. That core hook in a world force-feeding emotional novelty, these characters are fighting to feel again Digimon and all Tomoro's arc from shell shock, new way to rest soul first hunter mirrors, our own messy, wrath and glowing Dawn's found family, dynamic.
It's the warm, fuzz eyes wrapped in Kevlar with Q as the grizzled dad we all secretly crave. The Lord drops to pulse as the spark of evolution, that's Putti. Jenny is tying Digimon's no roots to a commentary on suppressed humanity that's sharper than a Gilman claw. Humor-wise it lands those light beats without undercutting the stakes. Gekkomon's deadpan quips during the chase humans run toward danger. Your Sapotamas must be on the fritz at me snort lying mid-tension, and Jack's over-the-top victory poses are pure come to gold like if Agamemnon discovered CrossFit Criticus. It's early days, so the pacing's a hair break that could use one more breath to let tomorrow's doubts simmer, but that's nitpicking a rocket launch, fingers crossed for the series. Deeper divs into the Sapotama conspiracy, who's pulling the strings on these emotion suppressors, more team spotlights. Lena's got secrets, I can smell it, and evolutions that keep escalating the spectacle without losing the heart.
If BeatBreak keeps this trajectory, we're looking at Digimon's boldest reinvention since Tamers. Glitchy glowing future of our feelings aren't just power-ups, they're the revolution who's grabbing the next round. I'm all in for episode, but what do you think? Did it hit that electric sweet spot?